Hello guys, Nick here, and welcome again to another episode of City Skylines. We just finished this, stack interchange in our last episode, though it looks kind of more like it's Spaghetti Junction, but either way, got all the directions of traffic in here, but looks kind of weird right now. I'll probably end up doing something with that again later, but anyways, for today I'm going to be working on getting the highway the rest of the way up here to our farmland and get that worked and start working on that. So right now I am just going to do a no, I'm not going to do the railroad. That's kind of stupid. So I'm going to up, and I'm going to be making a raised road again. Yes, and one thing I did notice on the last episode, and I'm sorry about this, but the volume, even though I tried turning it down somewhere during the episode, it was still really loud for you guys, so I apologize for that. I will try not to do it again, but yeah, it's just something I need to work on, so, and I'm sure there's going to be a lot of those, still trying to get used to this whole recording thing, so, let's see, yeah, we can still get in like that, and we'll just do that. I'd rather keep that raised, because we're gonna get to the railroad right there anyway, so... Actually, it would be kind of... I'm gonna keep that down on the ground right now. My entire thing, I might raise it from here up to there, just because... that would make more sense, rather than going down and going back up, but... right now it's fine. Alright, so I'm going to get us over to farmland over here. I think that is going to be about where we are, so draw the return road. And let's start getting some streets down up here. And I'm going to choose the grass lanes, because I want this area to look a little bit less factory-like, or like it's supposed to be a farmland area. Could use the dirt road, but the dirt road doesn't really look good with any of the buildings in this game, I don't think. If there was something that looked really good with it, I might think about using it, but maybe at some point in the future. It'd be kind of cool to have a dirt road farm area rather than having something like this. So. Yeah, so basically what I'm gonna do over here is, because I don't know if this highway is gonna continue off that way a little longer or what, so I'm just going to connect it in with roads like this right now. Let's just go to that corner with highway, because why not? We're gonna start the sound barriers here again, because might as well, and I'm out of money, so time to put the simulation back on. And that way to the farmland, because if I remember right, the farmland also is a area that needs low sound pollution, if I remember right, so connecting it in like that is a little bit better than connecting it in through the regular way, so our power lines over here, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch here, but get all the way down to the other industrial area, so, and we need water out all the way out here as well, and, okay, need to wait a little bit for the money to get this area started, but middle, and I'm going to paint this district right away so we get our farmland in here. And Underhill Hills. That's a pretty interesting name. Let's call you Acres. Farmingwood. Sure, Farmingwood Acres. I don't know what else to call it. So we are just going to take it. That is all going to be industrial. And that should start developing farms out there. In the meantime, it looks like we need more commercial, though, so I think we will get that over here towards the city center again. Maybe we'll put it down here in Peninsula Land. By the way, if there were any name suggestions, the reason they are not showing up in this episode is because I'm recording a few of them at a time, so obviously there's no way I would be able to see them right now. We are going to put a road out this way, and we'll put a little bit around the back here too. That way, we have some nice room for commercial. I'm gonna make that entire area commercial down there, so we need it definitely right now. You know what? Actually, let's take this side of this road, and we are going to do some of that. That can be residential. And we'll turn this back into our residential district again. So, you know what? Get a road like that. No, that doesn't look good. The other one will be good. Yeah, we'll do that. And then I'm going to bring this down, and we are going to have a dead-end road over here. Might as well. No, like that. Get a little road over that way. And that can all be residential. Oh, and before I forget, we need water pipes. Yay, water. You can drink now. Yay, you're not thirsty. And still, the water flows from up here to down there, so the sewage stuff is still pretty good and everything, so are having a little bit of abandonment issues all the way out here, probably because we were low on low on workers, so. And I mean, there's not really too easy to get out to this side over here, so let's see. Got the road over here. I don't know how else we would be able to connect into there. Could make a road directly off from the highway, but I think that would look kind of weird. Oh yeah, me. Did I not tell? Oh, I forgot to tell you to. Yeah. Let's fix that. Farming industry. You want farming, not industry. So yeah, these buildings are gonna disappear, and then we're gonna get the farm buildings instead. Orchard company, cereal place, food factory, yeah. So, yep, and they're just gonna, the regular ones disappear, and then it builds the ones that you want to see. One thing about the farmland, it's very small farms. Hi, cow. Let's name you. You're moving. Lily, and you're Bonnie. And you can be Clyde. Yeah, you have Bonnie and Clyde. Okay, so Bonnie and Clyde. Okay, so Bonnie and Clyde live here. younger viewer watching my video, I might know those names. Yeah, we're having power problems. As to be expected, so let's get a little bit more power. Because if we do not have the power, our city is not going to be lit up. That just sounded really stupid. I would say I'll stop talking now, but that might make for a very boring video, so yeah. Let's not stop talking now. You know, get some more roads coming out of this area. Oh yeah, this is kind of good. You know what? I want that road. So yeah. So all that. And you know what? Do we need any services? Yes, we need our school over here again because we are getting a little bit far away from the other one. High school will probably be fine. Put a cemetery over here. On the water main? Put it up over here. The cemetery up over there. Next, one thing, if the grid is not green, it means they're not really getting that service, so the more green you can make the entire area, the better off you're gonna be, so. And we'll put a park over here, too. Park. There we go, there's a good spot for a park. No, facility full. Landfill is full. Yes, that is our only landfill, so before we start having trash problems, let's pause the game, and I'm going to build some new trash facilities. Because we do not want our town smelling like trash. Alright, so yes, it's gonna be here next to the highway, but don't really have much any other place else to put it in. I think 2 new facilities will help us a bit. Yeah, we're having trash problems, guys. Oh man. Fortunately, this area over here is enough to cover everybody for trash, so that's kind of nice. Earl, what are you talking about? There's no garbage problems. We put in 2 new dumps. What are you talking about? Don't you know I'm already on top of these things? How about you? Oh, you just don't like farms. Ah, screw you. Edward. You like the new plaza. Okay. And William found wallet. Hopefully it's not mine. Yeah, I think that's one of the little neat features. You can click on the names up here and you can go find exactly where that person is, what building they're in and everything. I think that's just a nice little touch, and I don't know how many people are going to actually see that in the game. So, yeah, might as well show it off as much as I can now while and hopefully other people start figuring it out, but no guarantees on that. Now, what I'm thinking, because Ooh, big town! So we've got some new stuff. So we can raise or lower taxes in certain districts. We can put an education boost down for a policy. Buy more land if we want to. Oh, and we also unlock our new zones. So we can now build high density residential and commercial, and we can build offices. Really don't have demand for anything right now, so that is one problem we have right now. I think I'm gonna make this area down here. No, that would be kind of weird putting that area down. Why are we having... Yeah, we need some residential first, so I'm thinking we'll put some high-density stuff over here between the highway and the Rosewood Hills, so I'm gonna start on that. So make a little connection over this one. I'm gonna use the tree-lined roads for this area because I want to have a little bit higher income. And it's gonna be a high-density area too, so it's gonna produce lots of traffic and everything. So. Do it this way, and get our nice little roads and everything. So we've got the edge of the zone, put a road through there, yeah, makes sense. Stick a road over here, connect that one in, yeah, and then we can have maybe a cross there, and one here. Yeah, just kind of try to fill this area up, and this is going to be high-density residential. We're gonna clear those ones out right now, so we can put a little bit more in this area before the zones all show up. But I'm going to actually make this a little bit here high density as well, because might as well, right? That's one thing, you have to de-zone the low density to get the high density, which I suppose that makes sense, but from a standpoint of we need to separate the zones out, because we want to make sure the offices don't respond to the same stuff as the way this road is curved. I want that road to curve the whole way down. I kind of want it to just join back up, kind of like that. Yeah. And then we'll just have parallel roads down this way. And just kind of zone this out. I'm just gonna do that right now. We can get you all water over here. Before I forget, power is connected already through these zones over here. So that's not an issue. And there we go. Everything there has water now. And yeah, it's gonna produce a little bit larger buildings over here, so that's cool. And you know what? One other thing while I'm thinking about it, why don't we have a highway connection over here? So I'm going to actually de-zone a little bit of land along here. Actually quite a bit of it, so we can get these ramps in. I'm going to make this one here an on-ramp that goes from basically right here to get on. So we'll leave that one there. And there they're gonna be kind of short ones, and that is the timer. I'll go a little bit longer, but we're basically done this time. You can get a little closer than that. Go there. Yeah, this one's not one to be as nice with me as that one was. So, right about here. Come on, be nice. Please be nice to me. That connects in now, so. And, wow. Add it, sound walls along this entire area. Yeah, it's not to let you put them there, but, yeah, might as well upgrade as much as we can. You know, keep the sound down as much as possible, and get this, oh, okay. This little sliver zone back up over here, and you know what? Offices. I'll have a little bit of a office area over here too. Why not? So, anyways, that's gonna do it for today, guys. And you know what? One more thing. It does make sense as one-way roads, don't they? All right, so I'm gonna switch these out to one-ways. I think that will do it for today. There we go. And finish rezoning that. Alright. You know what, actually. See, now I'm just extending things, aren't I? Because that only makes sense doing putting that in there, and then you know what, move that school over. I like this feature as well. Relocate buildings. You can move it over a little bit. Just that way I can connect onto here. Oh, tree lined. Okay, so that other one is gonna look weird. One-way roads through here and everything, and that seemed to do something here. I don't know what it did. Alright, well, I think we're gonna have a little bit of gap in there, but I can live with that. Alright, see you guys next time. Bye.